What's up? This is Six Leaf Clover Fire here, and I just wanted to talk briefly about why I got so tilted in yesterday's game. So, first of all, I think it's completely natural and fine to get upset while playing chess. Chess is a very frustrating game, especially when you feel like you're stuck in one spot. So, you know, yesterday was Sunday. I was getting what teachers called the Sunday scaries. It's when they are kind of getting nervous for the week ahead of them. So I was definitely getting that as a nurse. And I've only been a nurse for 1 month. So I don't really I don't really know what I'm doing yet. So once I get more into the flow, I will be more confident. I do work tomorrow, but I got one day down and I just worked 2 more days this week. And I've been really excited for tonight's episode and to play some chess. I did actually learn a lot from that game I played yesterday. I Let me just go back to it briefly. Um, I did mention that this was a bad move. I do genuinely think that. I should not say that. I should not have said though that my opponent shouldn't have played such a garbage move at his level. What I was trying to get across, despite my frustration, was that I don't think overextending the D pawn, especially so soon in the opening, because you can't play E4 to support it. You could play C4, but still, this is going to be a target later on in the game. And the point is that I was trying to get across is my opponent's almost 1100, and they play D5, which the engine doesn't like. And personally, I just don't think it's a very good move. That's all I was trying to say. So I wanted to mention that. Second of all, issues started occurring. This knight is not defended by a pawn. Right? Not defended by a pawn. Defended by a bishop. So when that bishop moves, and I moved it to a place where it could be attacked. See? Almost like a fork. So that's why I was under the impression that knight was immortal, but it's not. Something like that's really scary. And I would have had to solidify it with a pawn. If it was solidified by a pawn, it would be immortal. Quote unquote. I mean, yeah, it can get kicked. But, yeah, so there was that. I also needed to keep in mind is I traded my Dark Sword Bishop. This was a very strong idea my opponent had. If they could support, they just had their, let's say my bishop wasn't here. If they had their rook here and could create a battery, I mean that would be nasty. But they did take advantage of it later when I tried to go after that bishop. Oh, that's a kind of a quiet move because I'm like, oh, they're just moving their bishop. Nope, I actually have a double attack. My apologies. They actually have a double attack. So I don't think it's bad that in a castle. Because I was kind of worried about this pawn storm, and I was maybe planning on castling with Zed. I just handled it poorly. So this game I'm gonna play, I'm gonna be extra careful about hanging pieces and not just hanging a queen, but pieces in general. Oh, also I was super worried yesterday about losing. I was afraid that I was going to lose. So because of that, I did. Okay, so playing the Monte Carlo. I don't really remember the main ideas of the Monte Carlo. I think creating a battery along that diagonal is good. My opponent's taking a while. They might not have seen the Monte Carlo before. It's a very strong and aggressive attack against the Carl Khan. Gotta protect my pawn. Get ready to castle. This will be a fun game. Should be a nice attacking game. The nice thing is... Yeah, exactly. Now that the bishop is moved out, that is a great battery. The only thing I have to keep in mind is that my opponent will likely just trade. And then... I don't think they can protect both threats. No, the other issue is also that. But, oh, actually I have an in-between move. I can go ahead and capture immediately with check, but I have to be careful. What I don't want to happen is for my bishop to get attacked and then for me to end up losing material. If that makes sense. Okay. So now this is blocked. I honestly think... You know what? I can actually take here because... Looks really nice. Yeah, I remember this idea in the Monte Carlo with this... battery. A nice fork. So I'm playing the Monte Carlo really well. For somebody that really doesn't know what they're doing with it. I am going to study it. That and the Penov attack, I think, are both amazing. I'm going to study both of them on my Chess Opener Pro app. Also, this bishop doesn't really have many places to go. This king's in the center of the board. Yes, my isolated d4 pawn is weak, but I think it's okay. My opponent goes ahead and takes there. I'd say that's a good move. The issue, I think I can pin it or just capture it. No, I can't. I have to be a little careful here. I think my opponent played a good move. My queen is hanging right now. I have to find a good square. Oh, you know what? Doesn't this fork? I mean, thing is they can go back, but then I just won the bishop. So I'm going to do that, hitting these two. The knight will retreat. And then I could almost just pre-move this. But I'm not going to. Yeah. And then I win a piece. Oh, but my bishop is hanging. So it could be worse. I mean, this is still amazing for me. I wonder how I could have played that differently. The other thing is, king's not castling. Mine's going to be castling queenside. I have kind of a weak pawn structure. Material's even, but positionally, I'd say I'm more than compensated here. I need to be careful, though, because this is obviously not a one game by any stretch of the imagination. So what to do? I like maybe a fork here. I just have to be careful. Again, let's see. What comes over? Queen, and then that's protected. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's also with check, so it's more forcing. Before I capture this pawn, and b7 and g7 are kind of scary pawns to take with the queen. I know. There are a lot of horror stories about capturing that pawn. And rightfully so, but at the same time, I think I'm okay. I've got my bases covered, in other words. Also, if I could capture, it'd be with check. I think I can just block the bishop, winning a tempo. Very nice move, I think, because that's still hanging. The problem is with this move, there is a double attack. It's like an X. Interesting. Okay. Continuing. Yeah, so my double attack didn't work. Could just go up. But I'm not seeing any good ideas with that. This is scary. I don't like my king in the center. I want to just castle. It's not looking too likely that that's going to happen, does it? I guess the knight can jump. And there's some scary stuff going on there. But at the same time, I don't think I have to be too worried. Okay, that's a nice move. Protects the rook. Still that. Oh, but now this is a problem. My opponent's playing really well. Obviously. Let's try to get castled with check. Another idea. Maybe get a discovered attack on the queen somehow. Just trying to think. Long run, where does this knight want to go? I think I just am gonna go for that that check. Watch out for this weakness. Yeah, my opponent's playing very well. They had some really nice ideas with this check. Also, I'm determined to win this game, by the way. I'm determined to do it. Is there any way I can remove the defender here? I like that move too. It connects the rooks. Develops the bishop. He has a dark squared bishop, not a light squared bishop. I do have to still watch out. Or, no. When I castle queenside, it's going to be on a dark square. So, I do have to be careful. But I'm just going to castle with check. Playing very well. I feel like I've been playing quite well too, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm playing horribly. I was thinking maybe the knight could block. I can't do that. There's something I noticed. How do I make that work? I don't think it does, is the issue. Since I go here, he just takes. I have a frustrating position here. I'm gonna try kicking the bishop. I don't have much time. Um, man, I'm like locked up here. Maybe that's an idea. Is it pins the knight? But that I can't capitalize on that. Shoot, I don't know. I have to make a move though. The issue also was that he just captures. He played that move really quick. Like he knew I was gonna do that. No, I don't like my king here. I'd say his king's safer actually, which is insane. As I really kicked his king around early on. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I have an idea. I play this. Oh, but he has to. Okay, I'm gonna trade. Yeah, he knew I was gonna do that. Okay. Watch this. Is he gonna fall for it? I don't know. I don't think he's gonna fall for that. I think he's a better player than that. My position's looking janky. I wonder how I could have played this game better. But ultimately, I'm happy with how I played. And my opponents played well. Yeah, I talked about that earlier, but now this pawn falls, which is good. So it's not like a loss. I think my queen here is a bit stronger. He's playing really well. I wonder if I can move this knight over. Somehow get a fork. But I don't think so because the king defends it. Really don't want to trade. Let's check him. Man. He's just fighting all the moves. Yeah. This is dangerous. Let's go here. I have 35 seconds. I have to pick up the pace. Okay, picking up a pawn. Good for him. Oh, that's with check. Okay. I really thought I was going to win this game for y'all, but not looking like it. I'll do my best. Maybe I can get a back one. I think this comes down. I think I just lose at that point. Oh no, if this comes down, I just capture it. I don't know how I go from a pretty good winning attacking game to like completely lost. Doesn't really make sense to me. I ended up hanging my queen. No, I might as well just, you know, do this because I lost anyway. Yeah, and they won by checkmate. Okay, so I lost. They're almost 1100 though, so I can't be upset with that. Alright, let's see what went wrong. Okay, I play the Monte Carlo. I love this opening. I think it's great. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. This is not... This isn't even the Monte Carlo. This is the Panov attack. Okay, so I don't even know what opening I'm playing. Against the French defense, this is the Monte Carlo. That's what it is. Yeah, that's the Monte Carlo right here. So, I might reach out to him, see what he thought of the game, what I can do better, since he's a much better player than me. Just to get some pointers, and learn from my mistakes. Okay, so I think everything's good so far. Maybe this was my mistake. Queen b3, I think, was probably bad, because I allowed him... Yeah, this is horrible. Queen b3 is blunder, because it allows him... I'd take right away, it doesn't matter. This is under attack. I might have a fork, but it doesn't matter. Not a... Yeah, fork. Battery and a fork, but it doesn't matter. Because, I'm just losing so much... It doesn't matter that the king's out here. I'm just losing so much compensation for it. If he recaptured, it'd be one. And, yeah, you can't even play that bishop move. Yeah. So, yeah, I think bishop b3 was a blunder because, well, look, they get an attack on my queen. This happens, and while I capture that, you can just recapture my bishop. So now there's kings in the center, but I can't castle. It's gonna be hard for me to castle queenside as well. This was an interesting idea, but my opponent shut it down really quick. They threw in a nice check. I blocked, and I thought I was really clever because I had a double attack, but I wasn't clever. I was being naive because they have another check. And with that check, I block it. And I mean, now his queen's dominating me. He shot me down instead of taking. Because, well, never mind. That's taking with check. So I should have just captured. Okay, so not capturing, by the way. Playing knight c3 is a blunder because I could have captured one a rook. I decided not to. Because, yeah, there's no way to save the rook. And you can't trap the queen, so knight c3 is, I'd say, missed win, not a blunder. This happens, I go ahead and do this with check. By the way, my other idea was to go here, then castle, then jump to here, discovered check, winning the queen, but I didn't want to play hope chess. Castle. Let's say this is inaccurate. So weakens my king. Because of course he's just going to take. I capture. He immediately recaptures, so he knew I was going to trade. Hang my pawn, but it's okay because I have that pawn. Wanting to trade. I'm not wanting to trade. Wonder what would be the evaluation. Oh, this is completely winning for me. So even in this situation, I should have traded. Now it's even. So I totally should have traded. Then I actually hung a pawn. Should have come back one more square. Not only does I hang a pawn, it's with check. I only have 36 seconds left. I slide over. I just impulsively take. I knew I was hanging this pawn. At this point, it's still even. Still even. Another check. And I just missed that. Just completely missed that my queen was hanging. Because I had 19 seconds left. So then I just decided to sack everything because honestly I didn't have any reason not to. So yeah, that was a great game. My opponent played extraordinarily well. I'd say at least 1600. I probably played at like 800. I played 67% accuracy. It's horrible. My opponent played at 78.8% accuracy. And they played at 1250. It's great. Played at 900. So that's really bad for me. Let's go through. Let's see. Let's stockfish now. Okay, everything was fine. That was a mistake for my opponent. Okay, so queen b3 is a miss, not a blunder. Opponent blunders here. Okay, I keep missing. Having misses. So what was the idea? What was I supposed to do? Saying d5. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Then what? The knight moves. Queen d1. This is too sophisticated for me. I am not understanding why this is good. Why is this good? I don't know. I think this is a stockfish line. No human would ever play it. So, blunders, capture. And then trading is trading is bad. Is it this? Okay, it is this. Keeping up the pressure. Maybe another check. Now the king's all the way over here. Wow. It's all the way over here, and it's a mate and 6. Let's see. It's not even a blunder, it's just an inaccuracy. So what's the mate? Love to see it. Alright. Well, that's an insane mate and 6 I would not see at a 1000 level. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'm still 1000 and not like 900 or 800. I'm not purposely throwing these games, I promise. I'm genuinely doing my best. And I'm asking for help. If anybody has any suggestions, please help me get better. Lots of inaccuracies. Inaccurate there. This was a blunder, apparently. This is an inaccuracy, so maybe I needed to do this. But it's saying that this is wrong. Knight c3. And then what about this? Block. I have a lot of development in this position, so that's good. Okay. So I thought I had a really nice crisscross applesauce here, but it was bad. Block. What was I supposed to do? Slide my king over? I also looked up, but that was just instinctually what I was going to do. Okay, so apparently blocking isn't always good. Rook d8. What is going on here? Queen h5. I don't understand this. Okay, so I could have somehow won the rook because apparently just doing that is bad. I don't understand Stockfish. Stockfish would rather hang a rook and develop the other one just to do I don't know. I don't know what. Anyway, knight comes out. Okay, that was a good move, and I'm cringing over this. This move was horrible. 92. I don't know how to play positionally like this, y'all. Because I don't know where the knight's going. Guess to attack here? I don't know. Okay. So my king became a lot weaker. Cringe because they immediately just capture. They just instantaneously knew that was the correct move. I trade. Cringing. I had this idea. If they just did something like that. And to have this. And wow, they can't even capture it. I'd have this, and wow, it somehow still isn't even like okay, yeah. So it's -6. Okay, so I had an interesting idea. Didn't work. They took my pawn. I take theirs. I'd forgotten about this in the heat of the moment. Took their pawn. Then comes back. Oh, I was wrong, by the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? I don't understand. Why is Stockfish right now saying that this is even? But as soon as... Oh, it's because of what piece they capture with. Because... Oh... Because then the rook gets pinned. Okay. Okay, I get it. It doesn't have to do with, it doesn't actually have anything to do with the fact that he offered a trade. I think it's fine that I didn't want to trade. But I had less than a minute, so I probably should have. I hung a pawn. Trying to pin this knight. Trying to find tactics. Hang a pawn. That was a check. This happens. I capture. I think that's a good move. It's a good attraction move. Attacking the queen. Setting up another fork. Again, I'm trying to go after this knight. I'm trying to pile up. But then this happens. And I'm like, oh, I have to move my king. And just forget. How long does it take? It takes them 2 seconds to notice that my queen's hanging. When for me, I probably wouldn't have noticed for like 10 seconds. So then I just decide. I mean, to be fair, going ham like this, just capturing everything, did distract them a little bit. Allowed me a little bit of time to get a few more moves in. Why not? It was just that one blunder that killed me. I was exaggerating on purpose, by the way, with Queen B3 being a blunder, but at the same time, it's a miss, and a miss is a blunder, right? So, I got it right. This was a blunder. Horrible idea for some reason. Even though I know this is like the point of the Panov attack, you want to create like a battery, a nice battery, and all that. But apparently, that's just not the case here. And I should have just gone. I should have gone for blood. I should have gone after this king aggressively. And I could have had a very quick win. If I was Magnus Carlsen, that's what would have happened in this position. But I'm not. I'm Tyler. Who's just a guy that wishes he was good at chess. I'm falling down the ladder, y'all. And that's good because that's what this series is about. It's about getting back up and perseverance. Not about climbing up to, like, say, 1100. Who would want to go from 1,000 to 1100? I'd rather just be 1,000 for the rest of my life. I'm being sarcastic, obviously. But just the joy and the suffering of chess. Bad move. I also noticed that my opponents use significantly less time than I do, and they absolutely destroy me. Not sure really what that means. Either they're smarter than me and just can calculate faster, they're more experienced, or I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. But thank you all for watching this episode. This was episode 8. I'm excited to come back tomorrow and win a game. I'm not going to lose tomorrow's game. I'm going to win tomorrow's game and hopefully get a little bit of elo back and learn from the game, that I win tomorrow. And it'll be great. I think I learned a lot from this game about, with the pen, just continue to attack that king. I didn't get it. It's kind of funny because even though I went after the king early on in the game, I couldn't capitalize on it. And my king actually is the one that ended up being weak, even though I castled and they couldn't castle. Because I didn't go after that king harder and more aggressively. This king ended up being safe. Mine wasn't. So that's kind of what I learned. Be more aggressive. I need to start giving myself more time in the ending. So that I can have time to play the end game. What was the idea here? What was I supposed to play? Bishop all the way back. Okay. Bishop all the way back? What is this? Queen G4 check. What the fork? Oh. This is insane. How was I supposed to see that? I don't know. But I didn't. Overall, a great game. I played 900. They played 1250 and just crushed me. I do it to other people too, you know. So it just happens. Anyway, I'm gonna come back. I learned a lot from this game. I'm gonna think a lot about it and think about what I learned and use what I learned in this game to win tomorrow's game. Just like I did with that one game where I opened up my A file and was able to win on the A file when I had actually lost a game because of the A file. So thank you very much for watching. Please comment if you want. Feel free to like the video, subscribe if you'd like. I try to get. Why am I doing? I try to get a video out by 5 p.m. EST every day. So thank you very much and peace.